Coming to the front row, huh? The $1 million section. It's the $1 million section up in the front. What's good, King? How you doing? Good. Good. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Alright, let's get to it. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. Let's do the introductions real quick. Who's gonna go first? I just do the mic around. So pass mine around, right?
Yeah, pass yours around. Like that. Run the class, please.
My name is Christian. I'm 7 years old, and
How they just freeze up. What school you go to?
elementary school.
No, what school? It's not funny.
Forgot.
He was bold enough to come up here. You don't get the privilege to laugh. He was confident enough to step up here. Nobody else raised their hand.
I'm not laughing.
Don't laugh at all. Just watch and admire somebody confident step up and make it happen when nobody else don't move. That make sense?
I was about
No. Don't say nothing else. Just watch and admire. Go. Start off.
Hi, my name is Christian. I'm 7 years old, and
What school you go to?
elementary something.
You said first year? What school you went to last year? You be telling us what school you go to. It's okay, you probably be nervous. Just relax. It's Georgia Cyber Academy or something like that, ain't it?
Yeah, that wasn't last year.
That was last year?
No,
What year? That was the year before?
it was this year.
So what school you go to?
Oh, that was last year.
So what school you go to? That's why you moved, because it's probably going to be a different school this year, right? So that's different. I get that. So what school you went to last year?
Georgia Cyber
There
Academy.
you go. All right. What grade you going to?
Second.
Good. What do? You got a business?
Not yet.
What kind of business you want to have?
A glasses business.
A glasses business? Okay, cool. For like kids?
Adults and kids.
Adults and kids? What's up? What's your biggest win this week?
What is it?
You know what I mean by your biggest win?
Yes.
Okay.
I can earn money
Now, did you earn some money this week?
by doing my chores, but no, not yet.
Did you do your chores this week?
I took out the trash, but I didn't get money.
You took the trash out though? Was that a win?
Yes.
Okay, there you go then. Give me a hand. So you got some money on the way. Okay, good. Who next? Come on, Xavier. Come show him how it's done, man. Come show him how it's done. Give youngest Xavier a hand, man. The youngest in charge, man. The youngest in charge. What I'm talking about, man. You know how to do it? What's your name?
Xavier
Xavier. Cool. What's your last name?
Atkinson.
Atkinson. Good. Y'all gotta get used to saying y'all last name, man. The last name is where the power is. Not nothing to take from your first name, but the last name, that's the legacy. They gonna know Xavier Atkinson. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your name? Tell everybody your name again.
Xavier Atkinson.
Good. How old are you?
6 years old.
Perfect. You gotta look at the crowd though. All right, cause they want to know. 6 years old. What school you go to?
Buford Academy.
Buford Academy. Cool. And Buford. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Last name. I was just talking about that, right? Yeah. Buford Academy. What's your biggest win? No, you got a business? You starting one? What's your business? You gotta use your words.
Cars.
You got a business? No, you gotta use your words. You got a business? Okay. You starting one?
Yes.
What kind of business?
Cars.
Cars? Okay. Selling cars, making cars, flipping cars, what?
Making cars.
Making cars. Okay, cool. What's your biggest win this week?
To not annoy my sister for a whole day.
Say it one more time.
To not annoy my sister.
Not annoying your sister all day? You know I'm gonna be annoying your sister? This week you get just kind of laid her off of her? Good. Give him a hand, give him a hand. Good job, bro. Good job. Who next? My man, come on.
Also, be careful when you guys are holding like this. Hold it there. Don't mess around or play with it.
There you go. Boom.
My name's Jameer
Yep.
Gooseby.
Jameer Gooseby?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool.
I'm 12.
Cool.
I go to Young.
Cool.
What's next business?
Yeah. What's your business?
Yeah, I'm trying to start a business, coding
Coding? Okay, cool. You gonna be like coding games or coding what? Like websites or what?
games.
Games? Okay, cool.
And my biggest win this week is, me and my dad, we went on our second job.
That went out second job? Nice. Hang on, man. Excellent. Who next? I got KK next. Ladies first, and then we'll come to you, bro. Now, come on. Come on. Make sure you promote your product too. Tell me what you got going on.
My name is Caitlin Tullis. I'm 10 years old. The school I go to is Main Street Academy. My biggest win is adding chocolate-covered strawberries to my business.
You say your biggest win was what now?
Adding chocolate-covered strawberries to my menu.
Adding chocolate-covered strawberries to your business.
Mm-hmm.
Good. You got chocolate-covered strawberries today?
Mm-hmm.
So tell everybody what you got going on. Promote your business.
I have chocolate-covered strawberries. The name of my business is KK's Sugar-Free Treats. And the strawberries are white chocolate and pink chocolate with strawberries covered with them. And I have like a pink drizzle on the white strawberries.
Are they good?
Mm-hmm.
How much are they?
They're $1 for $1.
$1 for $1? How many you got? Show them off? I'll hold it for you so you can show everybody what you got. I'm gonna hold the mic for you?
Mm-hmm.
Get some. I got you. Boom. You got some pictures? Take some pictures. You got some pictures, Kev? Hold on. Oh, keep it, hold on. The product. So it's what's it? 4, 5, 8, 12, 24? Okay, cool. Perfect. We're gonna buy some strawberries. We're gonna buy some chocolate-covered strawberries. Okay, cool. You don't eat strawberries? Really? You allergic to strawberries? Really? Wow. Okay. So your mom eat them? We'll get some for your mom then. Okay. She'll be so surprised. She'll be like, oh, thank you. Cool. We're gonna make sure we sell you out today. Everybody get KK a hand. Bro.
My name's Jamari Mariah. I go to Maze, and I'm trying to start a vending machine business.
Trying to start one or you starting one?
Yeah, I'm starting one.
Okay.
But I really just been just looking into the basics, like get a place with high traffic, stuff like that. And my biggest win this week, well, it ain't happened yet, but it's gonna happen tonight. Like when I'm 30, I get paid. That's my biggest win every week.
When you get paid?
Yeah.
That's a big win. I like that. I can dig that.
My name is Soleil. I am 8 years old. I go to Buford Senior Academy. I'm starting a soap business. My biggest accomplishment this week, one, to make my own earrings, and then two, to make my own bracelet.
Nice. It's a productive week. Who next? My brother.
I'm Jaden Mariah. I'm Jaden Mariah. I'm 17 years old. I go to Forest Hill Academy. And my biggest accomplishment
What's your business? How much your business?
Oh, I got a clothing line called Go Goods.
You got something for sale?
Yeah, I got shirts on hand, and I got a website. The website called MitchWear.com, like MoneyMitchWear.com. And my biggest win for this week is dedicated a day to my business.
Dedicated day to your business?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. You going? Who next? There he is.
Hey, how y'all doing? My name is Kivasier Rhodes, but I go by Julio. My business is clothes and music. I got my own clothing brand. I got my LLC for it, all that. I'm trying to start another business with video game designing as well. And my win for this week, I was able to perform last night. You know, I had a great show, and the crowd loved me.
Nice. Where you performing?
Edgewood.
Edgewood? Okay, cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. You gonna go for Ginger? You ain't gonna go, Ginger? You wanna go?
Did you say hi, Push?
No, you ain't gotta press
Okay.
it. I'll make you.
My name is Sonya Winfrey, and I'm with Gentry Curry, Queen of Charms. We team up. So our biggest accomplishment this week was we got invited to do a family reunion. She's getting her name out there a little bit where she gets invited to come and bring her products to sale. And the biggest accomplishment besides that is we was working on designing champagne bottles for weddings. So we are collabing this week and finalizing that.
Nice. She getting her name out there a lot, not a little bit. A lot. She getting her name out there a lot. Who next? Who next? Here. Just start calling y'all out. Now we shouldn't have to spend any more time on this part, y'all. Come on, go.
My name is Markwell Russell. I'm 8 years old. I go to Cliftondale Elementary. What's next?
What's your business?
I have a clothing brand called Young Wealthy Genius. And my biggest accomplishment is I don't really have anything.
Yes, you do. What's your biggest accomplishment this week?
Can you come back to me for that? Oh,
What's your biggest accomplishment? I want you to think. What's your biggest accomplishment this week?
I don't know.
You gotta come up with something. What's something you're proud of that you accomplished this week? Don't put your finger. There you go. Take your finger out of it because it's gonna cover you up. Go ahead. What's your biggest accomplishment? Huh?
I don't really know.
You think of something else? Think of something. Okay, go have a seat. Give me a hand. Come on, we got a lot to cover. Like, come on, y'all. We shouldn't take this long.
My name is Royal Russell. I'm 6. I don't go to a school right now. What's the next
What's your
one?
biggest accomplishment this week? What's your big win this week?
Doing 11 push-ups.
11 push-ups? Cool. Give me a hand. You already knew I was coming.
Are you just calling out people?
I'm just calling out people because y'all playing.
My name is Promise. I'm 15. I go to Lovejoy High. I made T-shirts and notebooks. My biggest win was getting my first online order.
Your online order? Good job. Come on, little bro. Come on. Next. You on deck. Go. What's up, bro? You back, man. You can talk, too. Go ahead.
My name is Adarius Rogan. I'm 13. I go to Bear Creek. And my business, I have my own clothing line. It's called YBK. And my biggest accomplishment this week was got my first order this week yesterday.
Get your first order this week?
Yeah.
For your what?
First order of this week.
First order of this week. So you made a sale this week?
Yeah.
That's a win. Okay, cool. Give me a hand. Wait. Tell everybody what YBK mean. You know why? How they can pay you money? Like y'all don't like money. Like when y'all come up here, you got a room full of people with money. Like promote your business. There's money in here. Go ahead.
YBK stands for Young Black King, and I also have other designs called YBK, and that stands for Young Black Queen. $20 for a shirt, and $30 and $35 for a youth hoodie, and $40 for an adult hoodie.
Okay. Give me a hand. Cool. Who hasn't went yet? I think everybody. Oh, Quay. Come on, Quay. I think everybody went after that.
My name is Quavion Russell. I go to Langston. I'm 17. I'm starting a clothing brand. I'm working on getting a clothing brand started. My biggest win, I started reading a book.
Start reading a book? What book?
Smart Kid, Rich Kid.
Cool. Give me a hand. Good job. You didn't say, Robert said you didn't say how old you was, Quay. How old are you? 17. You said 17? Cool. Perfect. Was that it? You want to go? Go ahead. Of course. Is it? Let me ask y'all something. Do that be hard? Like, you want to go too? Okay, cool. So, does that be hard for y'all? Like, if you're like nervous? What we'll talk about in a minute. We'll come back to that in 1 second. Go ahead, do your thing, bro.
All right, y'all. My name is Oye Akinton. I'm a co-founder of Kids Plenty, Inc. We're a children's publishing company. We have a mission to educate, empower, and entertain children so we can ignite their love for learning. I'm done with school for a while now and don't plan on going back, so I'm going to make sure my kids try to do that. But our biggest win, the reason I actually wanted to come up is that this week, just last night, we were featured on NASDAQ, the Jumbotron in Times Square. And it was really cool because we used our family pictures, so our kids were also in it. So my wife is not here, but it's a family thing. So we basically make books for that as an app that you can scan the pages and it becomes virtual. And it teaches kids sight words and a bunch of things. And we have a lot of things coming up, and we're releasing music. You all heard it here first in the fall. So
you got it. So y'all can clap for that. You got to explain to them what this how many of y'all know what NASDAQ is? Okay, cool. So you got to educate.
So NASDAQ is basically the stock exchange where many of the big, really technology companies, so the Microsoft and Oracles, if you heard of those companies, that's where their stocks are traded, right? So it's one of the biggest ones out there. And they have a spot in New York, Times Square, where basically the office is there. Which has, if you ever been to the Times Square, there's multiple big screens, but they have one of the biggest there. So they basically use that to feature different things and sell advertisement space. So we ended up on it.
Cool. How did you end up on it?
We're part of a foundation called Parentpreneur. Parentpreneur, okay. Yes, run by James Oliver.
James
Oliver. Yeah, so if you all want to be a part of it too, you can sign up. Basically, go to parentpreneur.com. And you should be able to become a member. Basically, it's looking to help and empower Black business that are families. It basically offers all types of free things, like from tools to help with your copywriting, mental health sessions. I mean, it's very different than most of the programs that you know about. But it's focused on parents, focused on parents with businesses. That's what this foundation does.
Cool. Give me a hand.
All right.
You only got to press 9. Just hold it. It's already on.
Hello. My name is London Smith. I'm 20 years old, and I go to Southern University. I have my own clothing brand, me and my partner, and it's called Black Hearted Lifeline Corp. And our biggest win this week was we got our first sales, and we working on our website. And that's it. And we got a lot of stuff accomplished this week. We working on putting our truck on Turo, so that's what we doing this week. But
Great Great job, great job. So I got my jacket right. For the record, I meant to text you earlier. Only reason I ain't rocking, I got to get some white Air Force One, and it's like a drought on them. It seems like, you know what I'm saying. So I'm like,
We need to get some Air Force Ones too.
y'all need to get some too. So it's like, if y'all know somebody in the city got Air Force Ones, it's like I'm calling Foot Lockers, and man, nobody got them. So I ain't wanna. You can't wear a brand new jacket like with the old ones.
Dr. KF has
Like the all white ones.
yeah, we were walking down.
Like today.
We was walking down. It was yesterday, and the guy was in the middle. Like, hey, we got white Air Force Ones.
In the mall.
I think it was
Probably
a
gone.
House of Hoops.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call him and see what's going on. These white Air Force One. Then you gonna give me like 20 pair, and then just start selling them. Got Air Force One for $150. I got a buddy of mine. He selling them for $150. Yeah, he sell out. You thought of something?
A few people didn't go.
Who? Everybody went. Who need to go? All right. So, who did the homework? Who hand y'all saw first? Who hand y'all saw? Who hand went up first? Who hand went up first? Who? Jalen. All right. What you got? What you got, Jalen? So who was? So for those who knew, we got the black. Everybody, shh. We got the black entrepreneurship history. Jalen said he did it. Who else did it? Promise, Soleil, Xavier. Anybody else? Okay, cool. We got a nice somebody y'all did it. Okay. Huh? We're gonna see. Who? So talk to us, Jalen, since you went first.
The black, what you call it? Black history.
Black entrepreneurship history.
Black entrepreneurship history was Earl G. Graves.
So who was it again?
Earl G. Graves.
Okay, Earl G. Graves.
He graduated from Morgan State, born January 9th, 1935. He was a publisher. And how you say that word?
Philanthropist.
Yes. Yeah, philanthropist.
Y'all know what philanthropist mean?
No.
What's a philanthropist? Someone that donates money. Yep.
I seen something about him donating. Well, not necessarily donate, but I know he was giving.
Yep. There you go.
And, he was a chairman. He was a chairman of media company.
Yep. What did he start? You know what company he started?
Where did he start?
What did he start? Like what company he started?
Black Enterprise Magazine.
Black Enterprise Magazine. Y'all ever heard of Black Enterprise Magazine?
No. I think I did.
So what was in Black Enterprise Magazine? I forgot the link those. I think it's clientattractionuniversity.com/Black Enterprise. So if y'all go there, what was in Black Enterprise Magazine? Good job. Get Jalen a hand. So since you went first and you did it, I got a little something for you. You like Amazon? There you go. You gonna read it?
Yeah, I started reading that book too.
Which one? Which one?
The Art of War. The Genius Ability.
The Genius Ability? Been reading one a day?
Nah, I read a couple.
Okay.
A day. I'm on like day, I want to say 7.
Cool. So you like it so far? Good. You start reading the War of Art?
Yeah, I'm almost done with it.
Thank you.
For sure. Let me know how you like it. It's gonna be a game changer for you. Promise, talk to us.
Well, he said most of them, but he was a publisher. One of his books was How to Succeed Without Being White.
Hold on, y'all. Promise talking. Go ahead.
He was a publisher, and one of his books was How to Succeed Without Being White.
How to Succeed Without Being White. Did you get that book already? Anybody got that book?
Nope.
Anybody wrote it down when she said it? Hmm? Huh? You read doing your homework?
No, I read that book. I mean, they said that book he wrote doing homework.
Oh yeah. I got that one at the house. It's another one. I think that's about somebody else. Okay, cool. Who else want to add something to what they learned? About what you got, Soleil?
I got some of the 50 companies Disney owns it.
Some of the 50 companies. Oh, Disney. Who owns?
Disney.
Disney. Y'all forgot. Who did that homework? Y'all did that? So tell us some of the companies that Disney own. Y'all know what Disney is, right?
Yes. Who does?
So tell us some of the companies Disney own.
They're on ABC.
They own ABC.
ESPN.
Did y'all know Disney own ESPN?
No.
Right.
I know what ESPN is.
Cool.
I have like some stuff from ESPN on Disney.
Did y'all know Disney own ABC?
No.
Cool. What else?
They have Touchstone, Marvel.
Did y'all know Disney own Marvel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Who else? What else?
Hold
on.
Disney Plus, they own.
Hold on. Go. Keep going.
Lucasfilm, A&E.
Y'all know what Lucasfilms is?
No.
You know what Lucasfilms is? What Lucasfilms make?
They make those shorts.
Lucasfilm owns Star Wars. Y'all heard of Star Wars before?
And I know what.
Disney owns Star Wars.
And I know that guy Lucas. I know what the real name is. I think.
What's his name?
Ain't Star Wars like with the lightsaber?
Yeah, like with Darth Vader and them. Yep. The Disney own that. Keep going, Soleil. Hold on, MJ. Hold on, y'all. A&E.
History Channel, Pixar, Hollywood.
Did y'all know Disney own Pixar?
Yes.
So who started Pixar?
Disney.
Nope. Huh? Steve Jobs started Pixar. Let me tell y'all something crazy. What else Steve Jobs started? Apple. Where y'all think Steve Jobs, most of his wealth comes from?
Apple. Pixar.
Nope. Disney. A big part of his wealth is from Disney because he got a piece with the deal, because he owned Pixar. With the deal he did with Disney, he got a piece of Disney. He sold them Pixar, but he got a piece of Disney. Right?
Yeah, so he got a stock of Disney.
Yeah, I don't know how much he's owned exactly, but with that deal, he got a piece of Disney for selling them Pixar. So the majority of his wealth isn't even from Apple, it's from Disney. Crazy, right?
I got a question. Like, when somebody give you a piece of a business, do they just give you free shares, or do they give you that percentage of the revenue they made that year?
So good question. So it just depends on the deal, right? So it's like, so it depends. So the deal would be different. So sometimes people do like, so I'm gonna give you an example. So like right now, our company, we working on, so I'm gonna give you an example. So I'm gonna give you two examples. So Shaq, remember we talked about Shaq? Shaq owns, y'all heard of Elvis Presley before?
Yes.
Shaq owns Elvis Presley catalog. Y'all heard of Marilyn Monroe before? He owns Marilyn Monroe catalog. He also owns, y'all heard of JCPenney?
Yes.
He owns JCPenney. But here's the crazy thing. And he owns like 50 other brands too. Here's the crazy thing though. He don't own them outright. The company that owns those wanted to buy Shaq brand. They wanted to buy Shaq name. So Shaq was like, instead of y'all just buying my name, instead of y'all giving me this for the name, give me this instead and a percentage of y'all company. Because now since he got a percentage of the company, he also owns that portfolio of brands. Does that make sense?
Are you talking about the Elvis with the long hair?
I think he had long hair. So that's one way to do it, right? So there's a couple different ways to do it. So like you may buy, let's say you buy into a business and you want profits. So you like, look, I want X amount of profit. So you may say, I'm gonna invest X amount of money and I want X amount of profit, right? But however, let's say you want to just invest in the company and then you're gonna make money on the exit. Y'all know what make money on the exit mean?
No.
Huh? On the back end, but it also means like when we sell. So you see what I'm saying? And let me tell y'all the secret to like buying into companies with no money down. Y'all wanna know that secret? Huh? Have a valuable skill. Like what valuable skill can you bring to the company? Does that make sense? So let me give you an example. So in this world, this is super advanced. So hopefully y'all listening. So in the business world, they call this M&A. I know what M&A mean? No. So that means mergers and acquisitions. Y'all know what mergers and acquisitions mean? No. So a merger and acquisition, that basically means you're merging So collaborating with a company, or you're acquiring this company. So I'm gonna give you an example. Let's say, for example, let's say I want to buy Jalen business. Let's say I came to Jalen, and let's say he was making $20,000, $30,000 a month. And I was like, all right, look, bro, I'm gonna help you take this to $1 million a month. So you be making $12 million a year. I'm gonna help you scale it. I got a skill set. I understand marketing. I understand this. I can come in, and this is what I'm gonna do. However, I ain't putting no money down. Why I ain't putting no money down? Because I got a skill. You see what I'm saying? So the short-sighted person will be like, look, Jalen, I'm going to help you grow this from $20,000 a month to $1 million a month, but I want X percentage. I'm going to come to Jalen and be like, look, bro, I don't want none of the money, but I'm going to make sure that he want to sell the company eventually. You see what I'm saying? So I'm going to be like, look, you got to go to sell the company eventually. If he don't want to sell it eventually, then I want some profit.
So your goal, you trying to get the whole thing off.
No. We're going to partner. So let me give you an example. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to be like, look, I want to be a 50-50 partner with you. But I don't want no money. I don't want no profits, none of that. Let's say 2 to 3 years from now, we want to grow it to at least 10 mil a year. And we're going to do a 50-50 split. So check this out, y'all. I want y'all to make sure y'all listening. When you sell the company, they call it private equity, right? So they buy your business for typically like 12x when you're at 10 mil. So how much they buying your business for? 120, 120 what? 120 million. So now his company worth 120 million. So now when we exit, when these people come buy this company for 12x a profit, we made 120 mil. We split that. We both made 60 mil. So I ain't want no money over those 2-3 years as I helped them scale the company. But when we exit, meaning sell the company, I see your wheels turning, right? So when we split and the company buy it, whoever buy it, I get 60, Jalen gets 60, everybody happy. Make sense? Would you be happy with that? Of course. Make sense? I saw some hands go up.
What would be the reason for, okay, so if the company is valued at $10 million and they know it's valued at $10 million, what would be the reason for them to spend 12x on it?
Because they understand cash flow. Because they understand, okay, it's already 10 mil. It's already running. It's already 10 mil profit. And this might be 10 mil revenue. And they typically give you 12x on profit. So let's just say the company is 2 million profit. So they'll pay 12x on the profit. Okay. So you still make 24 mil. So we exit, I get 12, he get 12. You see what I'm saying? So the reason they do it is because this company is $2 million a year profit.
And they already see it's got momentum, it's got a good track record.
They see it got momentum, they see the operation, the systems in place, everything rocking, it's a growing market, it's opportunity. So they're like, we'll buy this, because here's the crazy thing. They'll buy it, grow it some more, and then they'll go flip it out again too. You see what I'm saying? That's the $100 million, $200 million play. What you got?
You forgot to do MJ when he.
I got him. I ain't forgot about MJ. I got him. Does this make sense? So I'm gonna give y'all an example. I'm gonna give y'all one of my personal goals, just to kind of bring y'all behind. I don't really talk about myself a whole lot, but I want to give y'all something just to expand y'all thinking a little bit. So my goal over the next 3 years is to have at least partner with let's call it, I'm just gonna say 20. We're not 30, my bad. 30 different companies and help them all scale to 10 million. So by me helping 30 companies scale to 10 million, we got a business portfolio that's worth how much? 300 million. So we got a business portfolio that's worth 300 million. You see what I'm saying? So you might get a private equity company who just come buy all 30 companies. They'll buy the whole portfolio. And then you get some people who want to buy some of it. Right? They might say, look, we're going to buy 50. Okay, cool. But now we got 30 mil in the business portfolio. Does that make sense? This the $1 billion play, y'all. That's how you like.
300 mil.
Huh?
300 mil.
Yeah, 300 mil. Yeah. So 3 companies in an investment portfolio, get them to 10 mil. Somebody's gonna go past 30 mil, 10 mil. Someone's gonna go to 10, 20 mil. Someone's gonna do 50 mil, and so forth, right?
So can some do less than?
Some can do less. But whatever you typically doing, you typically gonna get anywhere from 5 to 12x on the profit. Make sense? So that's like a $300 million portfolio. And then here's the crazy thing. Let's say, for example, you got a company that you grow to the 10 mil, or let's say 2 mil profit. You sell that. Let's say you just sell 80% of it. Let's say you don't even sell all of it. Let's say you sell 80%, you keep 20%. Right? So let's say they give you 10, 12, let's say you get 16 mil. Let's say you get 16 mil, but you still own 20% of the company. Let's say this company who just bought your company, they grow it for another 2 years, and then they go sell it for 100 million. You still own 20. You still own what? 20%. So you just made another 20 mil. So you made 36 mil on this play, really. But this playing the what game? Remember what we talked about before? This playing the what? This playing the long game. This why I be telling y'all, like, what y'all being here learning, like, don't take it for granted. Like, this what y'all learning. Y'all learning the skill to run these type of plays. And it don't matter what age, ain't no age discrimination. You don't got to be a certain age to run these plays. You don't got to be 21. You don't got to be 18. You developing a skill. That's why I be like, what y'all doing with this stuff? Like, you got a skill. I can come into your business and be like, look, I can help you scale this business to 10 million. I want 50% though. I can help you scale up to 20 million, 25 million, but I want 50% from just my time that I'm gonna put into it. Make sense? Shark Tank do it all the time. Yeah, how many of y'all started watching Shark Tank since I mentioned it? Anybody watch Shark Tank? If you don't watch Shark Tank, watch Shark Tank. They do it all the time.
Where is it?
It come on Channel 5. ABC. Huh? Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. Yeah, you can watch it on YouTube. But watch it. They run them plays all the time. I got a client who was just on Shark Tank. She got a deal for, I forget who she got the deal with. I forget the lady name, actually. But I forget how much she gave her. But she got a deal on Shark Tank. I think they did like a meal and like, right out of Shark Tank, she did like a meal in 90 days or something like that, 6 months. Something like that, I forget exactly. But do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said look up what these companies own. Like, Disney own everything. So you, right, exactly.
So if you own Disney, you receive some shares of Fox as well. They own NBA too, right? They own NBA, right?
The NBA? I think they own the NBA. I don't know if they own the NBA. I don't know. They own ESPN.
Oh, ESPN.
Got it. I was gonna say they own NBA. The NBA. That's major.
That's major.
They probably own. I wouldn't doubt they own YouTube. But do y'all get what I'm saying? Like your businesses that you in here working on, like you got the ability, the soap company, you got the ability to be a $500 million company, $1 billion company. The soap, shirts, the brand itself, the music catalog. As long as you don't buy into one of these deals and they take all your rights and you don't own none. Y'all know what the Michael Jackson catalog worth? The Chris Brown catalog worth? The Jay-Z catalog worth? You see what I'm saying? Like that, like Jay-Z, y'all been watching what Jay-Z doing? Jay-Z just did a deal with Moet, champagne company. He did a deal with y'all know I don't know if y'all ever listen to Jay-Z, but he talk about Ace of Spades. Like he didn't create Ace of Spades. Right? Yeah, he did this. Yeah, he didn't create Ace of Spades. Y'all know Tidal that he created? He created Tidal. He actually bought Tidal from somewhere, made it his company. Y'all know the dude who, y'all ever heard of Jack Dorsey? Anybody ever heard of Jack Dorsey? Jack Dorsey owned Twitter. Y'all ever heard of Square?
Yes. They own Facebook?
No, Square owns Square Payment. I think Square owns Cash App, if I ain't mistaken. Square. Yeah, you swipe payment. So Jack Dorsey owned that, and Jack Dorsey owned Twitter. Jack Dorsey wanted to buy some of Tidal from Jay-Z. Jay-Z was like, bet, but I want a seat on the Square board. So now he get a piece of Square for a piece of Tidal. Y'all with me?
They leveraging their company.
This don't sell more than 50% of your
Yeah, because then you lose control. If you sell more than 50%, you lose control. But it may make sense. It depends on the play, though. Yeah. Like Bob Johnson, he sold BET. Y'all know white people own BET? Yeah. Like a white family own BET. Yeah. But Bob Johnson sold it. Bob Johnson sold it to them. But he a multi-billionaire. And he owned the Charlotte Bobcats. And he owned a whole bunch of other stuff. But you got to understand. So it just depends on the play, right? But are y'all getting me? Are y'all getting me? Go ahead.
What are the Charlotte Bobcats?
It's an NBA team. So do y'all get? Huh?
I mean, yeah, who owned the Hornets?
Bob Johnson.
You said Bobcat.
Any of the Bobcats?
They used to be the Bobcat.
What is it now? The Hornets. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I don't really follow like that, man.
You like basketball better than me.
I like money and business. I like money and business. I like to know who own them, not who play for them. Who own the team? Y'all know Usher own part of a team? Usher. Y'all know who Usher is? Yes. Usher own part of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Isn't Usher a singer?
Yeah.
I seen Patrick Mahomes. He had bought. He owns some Kansas team. It's not no. I think it's like a women's soccer team or something.
Mm-hmm. Look up what LeBron own. Y'all heard of Blaze Pizza? Yeah. LeBron owns some of that. LeBron owns some Blaze Pizza. LeBron owns is part of Liverpool, which is a soccer company. LeBron owns, y'all seen Space Jam? LeBron owned the production company that produced Space Jam. LeBron owns the agency that AD signed to, and a lot of other sports players in the NBA and NFL, and they own the agency. So not only does LeBron get his check from the Lakers and Nike, he also getting a check from some of the other people. That's why he able to call so many players. That's why he be like, look, we want him out here, we want him out here, we want him out here, and we want him gone, we want him gone, we want him gone. Because it's like LeBron playing a totally different game.
Worth $2 billion.
Worth $2 billion. Why he still hoop?
Yeah, and he still hoop.
Yeah. So are y'all getting what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? So like what y'all gotta understand, the media in the world like rock you to sleep. Cause you'll watch like basketball and the football players and the rappers and you get caught up in that. But you miss the whole play. Yeah, you miss the real play. Like how do I own the team? How do I do this? How do I make sense? Cause y'all think LeBron gotta put some money up to go own one of these companies, to own part of one of these companies? No, he's LeBron James. He had to put no money up. Just his name brand value. So it's like, so ask your question yourself is like, how do I build value to the point where my name brings value? Just me putting my name on it. That's the play these folks running. Make sense? Y'all with me? The guy who owned McDonald's, well, who not necessarily own McDonald's now, but who blew McDonald's up, like he ain't start McDonald's. Y'all with me? So that's the play. You want me thinking like, how do I run this play? Because like with our company, we always been like, we're going to grow this company to $1 billion. But growing the company to $1 billion ain't really the play. The play is, because like I was even talking to Kev. Me and Kev had a conversation. I'm like, look, Kev, we do a partnership, and then we go buy up. And I'm just bringing y'all behind the scenes because I want y'all to get it and not just be like, dang, LeBron them doing, or I want this like to make sense, like it's y'all close to it. Does it make sense? So me and Kev was talking, right, bro? And I'm like, look, we do a partnership we start buying up other videographer companies. Like these folks don't know how to grow. They don't know how to build what you done built. So photography companies, videographer, it's like companies that's doing well, modeling agencies that's doing okay, 20 mil, I mean not 20 mil, about 20,000, 30,000, $250,000 a year or so. We come in there, we buy it up, 50% or whatever. We come in a 50% partnership, and then we go flip it. Let's say we get 10 of those companies, those videography companies. We scale them up to 10 mil over the next 2 years, all 10 of them. Now we got a $200 million portfolio. And then the company come in and like, all right, we don't just want to buy one of the companies. They want to buy the whole what? They want to buy the whole portfolio. I think I lost some of y'all. Y'all with me? They want to buy the whole what? Portfolio. So I want y'all to understand these terms. So like when y'all investing, and we talked about buying stocks and stuff like that, right? All of your investments go into a what? A what? So if you got stocks, they're all in a what? So let's say you own 1 share of Amazon. Let's say you own 1 share of Apple. Let's say you own 1 share of Nike. Let's say you own 1 share of, what did it say? Netflix. So you own just 4 shares. Now you have a what? A Crocs. So now you got 5. You only got 5 shares of stock, but you still got a what? You got a what kind of portfolio though? An investment portfolio. Are y'all with me? So this how you get it going. You're like, okay, I got an investment portfolio. How many of your friends you know got an investment portfolio? None. Try none. It depends on what circle you playing in, what school you go to. You might have 1 or 2. Right? Jabari, some of his friends probably got investment portfolios. Right? But for most of us, that's new. Does it make sense? You buy 2 pieces of real estate. Now you got a what? What kind of portfolio? Real estate portfolio. Y'all get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? So that's how I want y'all to be thinking. Like that's how you grow wealth. That's how you grow. Where you like, I got an investment portfolio. Make sense? Y'all with me? So now when you buy businesses, now you got a what? Business portfolio. So like I was saying with me and Kev, I'm like, bro, we do this. We run up 20 of these companies. I ain't saying start new companies. We go get 20 companies that's already growing. They want to grow faster. We come in, bring our expertise to it. Huh?
I'm like, I got 2 companies, just play it.
Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like, y'all see what I'm saying? So boom, it's like that. We have a conversation. All right, what you want to do? We blow that up. Now we do a $200 million exit, $50 million exit 2 years from now. We both walk away with $25 million one day. Ain't nobody mad. And we're like,
are you okay with that? I'm right with it. Yeah. I'm already planted a seed a couple weeks ago. I was like, let's do that.
yeah, y'all see what we need to talk. But so y'all get what I'm saying? That's the play. Y'all with me?
So when you go into it, like, alright, so you and Kev want to do the videography companies or whatever. So y'all go into that, you gonna do what you good at, and that's marketing. And Kev just gonna do his thing. And so it's basically like y'all still doing what y'all like to do. Y'all just get paid for it.
Bingo.
It's like a bigger job.
And here's the cool thing. It says like a what?
Bigger job.
Not necessarily a bigger job. Because here's the whole thing. I'm coming in as the brain, not as the hands. Yeah. Remember we talked about the brains and the hands? I ain't coming in as the hands. MJ, leave her alone. I'm not coming in as the hands. I'm coming in as the brains. Kev coming in as the brains. He ain't going over there shooting and none of that. I can look at your business and be like, that's why I be asking y'all to just do something. Because then I can look at your business and in 20 minutes show you how to go out and 10x, 20x, 30x. But you got to be doing something. Does that make sense? So it's like we go in there, we're like, let's look at your numbers. Look at your financials for the past 3 years. Let's look at all your marketing numbers for the past 3 years. All right, this is the biggest leverage point you got. Do this. And now they go from 1 mil to 5 mil. All right, let's do this. Now they go from 5 mil to 10 mil. Let's do this. Now they go from 10 mil to 20 mil. It don't take a lot, especially when you got, that's why we only want to with the ones who got some momentum already, because they got some data, we got something we can work with, so we can easily go in and be like, all right, just do this. Just do this. And I ain't going to do it, but it's like they already got a team that does it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just going to work with the team they got and tell, all right, do this, do this, do this. All right, then let me know how it go. Kev, all right, just do this, do this, do this with your team, blah, blah, blah. Boom. So now it's like, all right, cool. 3 years out, we ain't making no money because it's the loan play, right? We don't want none of the money. No, we cool. We going to eat later. So now we grow those companies. Let's say we got that portfolio, 10 companies, $200 million portfolio. Somebody come in and say, I want to buy the whole portfolio. It's valued at 200 mil. And we like, all right, just give us 50 to buy the whole portfolio. Or 100. Give us 100. It's a $200 million portfolio. Give us 100. We split it 3 ways. Me, Kev, and the owner, and some of the owners or whatever. However the deal is structured. Anybody mad? You feel me? Your wheels turning. You see the possibility. I see your face. But I want y'all to understand is like, do y'all get what I'm saying? That's why I be telling folks in the streets, like, it don't even make sense to be in the streets. Not knocking it because I was in the street, but like once you know better, you're like, it's a whole bigger play. And you got a skill. Y'all got the skills. Y'all developing the skills. KK grow her company. Let's say she grow that to $1 million over the next year. Somebody come in and buy it for $10 million. How old are you, KK? Tell me again. How old are you again? How old are you? 10. So they're like 11-year-old that sold a company for $12 million. Or she can be like, I don't want to sell all of it. I want to maintain some ownership, but I sell a piece of it for XYZ. I'm going to tell you something crazy. I was watching this Mark Zuckerberg video the other day. Y'all know who Mark Zuckerberg is? No. Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook. Huh? And Instagram. What you say? And Instagram. Yahoo came and bought part of Facebook like 10 years ago or something like that for, I think, $300 million or something like that. Guess how much they bought? 1%.
You said how much?
1%. Like 200, 300. I forget the exact number. But if you go to YouTube and you watch, I'm gonna put the video in the members area too. But if you go to YouTube and you type in Mark Zuckerberg builds Facebook empire or something like that, they bought it for. And it was another Russian guy came and bought another 1.5% for another few $100 million. Like Mark Zuckerberg probably like, I'm 36. Mark Zuckerberg probably like 30, if that. He's still, out of all the investors he got, he still owned like 57% of the company. They came and gave him like $300 million. They were like, look, I just want in. $300 million. Like before it got to that point, I think Yahoo or somebody tried to come buy him for $1 billion. He was like, nah, we good. Facebook for $1 billion. He was like 20. He was like 2021. Imagine me in 2021 and folks come offer you $1 billion for your company. And you like, nah, I'm good. Because he was what? No, because he was doing what though? Because he was playing the long game. Because he was playing the long game. He like, no, we good. Then somebody came back and gave him $300 million for like 1% of the company. Then a Russian guy came in with like, he want 2% for like, he want 2% of the company for like $500 million. Something crazy. Why is he able to do that though? And he had a what? And he had a momentum, and he had a skill. He had a skill. Was this about working hard? No. Nope. It was about what, huh?
So in the beginning it was about working hard, right?
Not necessarily. It was work done. However, it was more about thinking. Like we talked about last week. Like they do work in flip-flops. Like Mark Zuckerberg working flip-flops in the hoodie. Like how hard could he possibly be working? I mean, comparatively speaking, because like most people will tell you it's about working hard. So if you drive down 85 and like they only got one lane open because people doing what? Huh? That's hard work. Ain't no shade to nobody, but like that's hard work. Sitting from the computer, coding something that he enjoyed doing anyway, is that really hard work? No.
Like you said all the time, he just provided, he fulfilled a need.
He fulfilled a need. And here's the crazy thing about his business. He actually created something that wasn't even the need, really. He kind of tapped into it, but he created, kind of like that, kind of like cell phones. Like cell phone, you really didn't need a cell phone like 30 years ago. But like them folks created a need. Like, yeah, now you need a cell phone. You all right, bro? Okay. Now you need a cell phone. We need to fix that. Yeah, we got to fix that ASAP. Is this making sense, y'all? But I want y'all to understand, like, this ain't far-fetched. Like, if y'all look at this company, there's another company called Carol's Daughters, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all heard of them before?
No.
Y'all should know who that is. Like, that's the play these folks running. It's like you build a company, you can either sell it, buy off a percentage, or whatever. Make sense? And you don't got to sell your company. You can be like, I'm going to keep this company, but I'm going to buy some other ones and then flip them out. Make sense? I ain't even planning on like sharing this with y'all today, but this, huh? It was needed? Was this helpful so far? But I want y'all to like think, I want y'all to think bigger. Does it make sense? Some people get frustrated in 90 days because they ain't sold enough shirts or they ain't sold enough of their gadgets or whatever. Like, no. Think about the long play. Like, what's next? Make sense? That's the play these folk running. Y'all heard of Under Armour before? Not Under Armour, Body Armor.
Yeah.
Y'all heard of Body Armor? What's Body Armor?
When it's like a drink. It's an energy.
It's an energy drink. It's an energy drink. It's a more healthier option, right? All right, don't yell it out. Who owns a part of that? Who owns a part of Body Armor? Who owns a part of Body Armor? You know, MJ? Who owns a part of Body Armor? You know? Go. You know? No? Kobe. Kobe owned a part of Body Armor. Huh? Yeah, he ain't just sponsor it. They like, I'm going to give you some of this. You see, that's all right, so what big NBA player when Beats, who created Beats? Dr. Dre created Beats, right? He was a producer. Who bought Beats? Apple bought Beats. Who else got a big check when Apple bought Beats? LeBron James. Y'all know why? Because Dre and them was trying to give him a check to wear him. He was like, no, I'm good on the check. I want a percentage of the company. I want some shares. So when y'all do sell, I get 100 mil too. Y'all ever heard of vitamin water?
Yes.
Who heard of vitamin water before? What rapper got a crazy check? For the adults, don't say nothing. Who got it? 50 Cent. 50 was like, I just want a percentage. I want to say he got like 200 mil or something like that when they sold. They sold vitamin water to Coca-Cola. I want to say he got like a $200 million check. And he only had a small percentage. What's your question?
When you talking about Kobe Bryant,
Mm-hmm.
what's your writing on?
Yep. Yep. This make sense? This making sense, y'all? This is making sense? Huh? Beyonce did it with Uber. This the play I want y'all to understand. So now that y'all aware of this, y'all can look at like, dang, look at all the companies that Disney own. Look at all the companies that's, make sense? So knowing this, what's one of the fastest ways to grow a company? Huh? Huh? Oh. Partnerships and what else? Acquisitions. Buying one. So let's just say, for example, let's say KK, she does the cakes, strawberries, etc. Cookies. Let's say, what would be another product that you don't sell that your customers would buy though, potentially? But she create brownies. I'm talking about that you don't create. Drinks. So let's say you found another company. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you was like, okay, my company, my people would love smoothies. And you was like, let me go down here and buy, your company growing like crazy. And you're like, let me go buy a percentage of Keon Company. You see what I'm saying? So now you got the cross sales going on, and then when Keon sell, you in on that. Make sense? So now you not only own the KK's Cakes brand, you also own a percentage of, that's Smoothing Grooves in your business portfolio too. You with me? Are y'all getting this? Is this making sense? Let this marinate a little bit. Is this making sense? Yes. Like they don't teach this in school. They don't teach this in business school.
I got a question.
What you got, bro?
Let's say, like, for my business, if I was to merge, let's say if I was to partner with a carpenter, like a major company that does like furniture work, and I have the product, and they are able to, like we can merge together and we can make that happen, and then we can work something out on the back end, right? Like,
say it one more time. Explain to me one more time.
let's say if I have a product like my Yoni boxes, right?
Mhm.
Let's say if I was to merge it with a furniture making company where I can make like high end seats. You know what I mean? Like for salons, you know, like high end seats. And I've seen some sell up to $1,700 to $1,800. You know what I mean? Like merge it with them and get them to produce them, and then just kind of work something out with them because I got the platform to sell them and they have the skills to produce them.
Yeah. You could do that.
I reached out to a few of them this week, so I'm ready to get back.
This make sense? Y'all with me?
So eventually when you do partner up with a big company, do you like do you eventually meet the person who owns everything, or is everything like virtual, like all the business?
So give me an example.
Like, okay, so if I was to look for Steve Jobs, because I know he got some, but if I was looking for who owned Apple, how would we do business without meeting each other?
So a good question. So it depends on at this point you wouldn't try to go buy Apple. Yeah. So that'd be a little bit different, right? So typically the best time you do deals like this is through relationships. You know what I'm saying? So you have some strategic relationships. That's why I be telling y'all being here. Sometimes people be shy. It's like your most powerful partnerships is like in this room right now. Through their network. They know people you don't know. You know people they don't know. You'd be surprised. Like I be telling y'all, I be having millionaires in here every week. Like, because they don't have on the rich millies and the chains and smell like gas and all that, right? But it's like, you don't know. It's like they in here. But that's why I be saying, hey, get up here and promote your business. Because you don't know who in the room. You might have somebody come in here. When you come up here and promote your business, it might be, I'm just saying this, like, this dead serious. Like, somebody might be in here and be like, hey, I like her confidence. Oh, I like his confidence. I like this. I think this will solve a huge need. I got an audience who will love this. What if I just bought your company? What if I just gave you $1 million for your company? And you might be like, well, I don't want to sell the whole thing. How about we just do X, Y, Z and you give me $500,000 and I maintain ownership or something like that. But now since we having this conversation, you know how to have the conversation. But if you like be timid, you shy, you won't really speak about it. Like everything I be having y'all do is like deliberate. I don't just get y'all to come in, promote your business, talk about yourself just to embarrass you or for you to be uncomfortable. I know it's uncomfortable. I used to be uncomfortable for me too. I used to hate speaking in front of people. But the money in front of the room, that's where the money is. Make sense? So it's like, so you never know who's in the room. It's people in the room who like know your favorite artist. It's people in the room who got millions of dollars who can invest into your business. It's people in the room who know the person you work for probably. Like it's like the people be in the room. Does that make sense? So y'all gotta open your mouth and say something so people will know what you got going on. Y'all with me? So to answer your question, a lot of times people do these deals. Cause I know this young lady who owned a hotel. She probably like 30 something, black, right? And she teaches people how to own hotels. I'm gonna get her to come speak. I told you that, right? So when you go to hotels, how many of y'all have been to a hotel? When y'all go to the hotel, have y'all ever looked like right behind the desk in the sign, it's typically like a little picture frame and it say who owned this hotel? Anybody ever looked at that? No. Nope. How many of y'all like legit looked at it? What did it normally say, KK? Got it. So a lot of times it'll say a company name. So it may say Jalen LLC or such and such LLC. And it'll be like 5 people, 10 people who own the hotel. They just went in and they created a company entity and then they buy up hotels all over the place. So to answer your question, you will be doing business with the entity Not necessary. Because you can do a deal with somebody, you never really meet the person, you just meet their attorney. Does that make sense? Or you may not even meet the attorney. Your attorney meet their attorney, and then y'all do the deal. But a lot of the best deals, especially in the early stages, is going to just be based on relationship. That's why y'all want to be developing these skill sets. Remember that link I sent you, and I was like, hey, buy this so you can learn how to run ads for your shirt business, for your e-commerce business. You know how many like e-commerce business you can go buy who don't know how to run ads? Plenty. You don't even got to run the ads. You can come in and teach somebody on their team how to run the ads. They run the ads. You own a percentage of the company because you bring the skill set. You don't got to run the ads. That's what I'm saying. You the brain, not the hands.
I told him the exact same thing.
I told him that too. I'm like, this is a skill set. You learn this skill. The skills I'm giving y'all have never had to worry about money again. But if y'all don't do nothing with it, it's just as if you never learned it. So it's like you go in there, you like, I see your e-commerce business. How much y'all doing about? He said, we're doing about $20,000, $30,000 a month. All right, cool. You want to scale this thing up? Clothing, even if you just went in to help scale clothing brands. You like, look, I grew my clothing brand to $1 million a year. Want me to help you do yours? You'd be like, yeah. All right, cool. I want 50%. I can either teach you, and you pay me $10,000 to teach you in a group setting, or since you already like running it up, I want to come in and be a partner in your company and they help you scale this clothing brand. You hear how many people in the room already talking about they want to do clothing brands. Like clothing brands is a thing. So you like, I want to come in there and help you grow yours. Over the last 2 years, we done grew ours. I was doing $1 million a year minimum. We're looking to do some other partnerships. And then you like, I know how to run the $1 million play. Now you go in and keep running the $1 million play. You see what I'm saying? So let's say you get 10 companies, you help them grow to $1 million, you sell them for 10x. 10 mil times 10, 100 mil. Split that, 50. You ain't number, how you is now? You number 21. $50 million exit. You go buy up your whole hood, where you from? All the property. Huh? You feel me? Dad, what you want to do? We're going to run whatever. The money there, it's just the skill. The only thing, I'm going to tell y'all something. The only thing that's separating y'all from the bag, so let's call this the bag. This you. What's the only thing standing in the way of you in the bag? Huh? Mindset? What else? Money. No.
It's some resistance right there.
A skill. A skill. People just pay me not like, they just pay me because I got a skill. They don't care that I got goals in my mouth. They don't care that I got tattoos. They don't care about my background.
They just care about your skill.
They just care about the skill. They don't care that I got a 9th grade education and a GED. They don't care about none of that.
But is it the right skill though? Because I got a skill and I got the bag, but I want a bigger bag.
Right. So the thing that's stopping you from the bigger bag is what? A different skill. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So you like a skill that gets you to a certain point, and he's like, okay, what's my next level? So like for me, so when we hit a certain level, I'm always like, okay, who do I hire now? All right, who do I hire now? Because I know I'm always one skill away from my next level. All right, who knows this skill that I can hire? All right, let me pay them. All right, let me pay them. Who knows? All right, let me pay them. That's how you get to the skill. You like, I can learn it on my own. I can watch YouTube video, I can read books, and yeah, that's cool. But it's like, okay, I want to go from here to here. If I want to learn how to do books, where I can have an app and scan the book with my app and it plays, should I go learn it on my own? Or should I do what? I should pay OE, he done did it. Make sense? So it's a skill. That's why I be asking, like, what y'all did? What y'all doing? And then the more you do, the better questions you can ask. Like if you don't do nothing, I think when my boy Mike here, y'all remember Mike here? Mike was here, my white buddy? Yeah. Mike was like, what was one of the things he said? He said, beginners can't ask good questions. Because you got to do something. And then when you do something, you can ask, you can ask a question based on doing that thing. You only gotta did the right thing. Just did something. You like, okay, I did this. What's your thoughts? Well, I did this done, did this done, did this done. What's next? What's next? What's next? And that's how you build it. You grow $1 million business, it's gonna be sloppy. It ain't gonna be perfect. Gonna be a lot of mistakes on the way. It's gonna be sloppy. It's like, okay, cool, I get that million. Okay, boom. And the first meal, the easiest. The first meal, the hardest. You snowball into 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 million. It's snowball. It's like y'all ever imagine this. Imagine pushing like a big boulder up like a steep hill. Like you pushing that thing up there. And you finally get it to the top. What happens?
You get jelly.
No. What happens?
You're jelly.
You're jelly? No, you're not jelly. Huh? When you finally get it to the top, and it's on the other, what it's gonna do on the other side? It's just gonna roll down. And it just snowballs down. Because that first meal is like you pushing up that hill. Like, man, this happened. I had this challenge. I almost quit right here. My friends told me I'm crazy. My partners told me I'm a lame because I don't be with them no more. My mom and dad told me this ain't a good idea. Just go get a real job. This happened. My supplier ain't supplying no more. I had to find another supplier for my shirts. You know, my product wasn't right. I lost a whole blah, blah. My bakery burnt down. Car broke down. This is how this happens.
Those are excuses.
So those could be excuses, or they can be reasons for you to keep going, right? So now most people don't get through all of that. The ones who do get through all that 1%, now you're like, okay, cool. I got that meal. Boom, boom, boom. Now, is it going to be other challenges when you're on the way to 2 mil, 3 mil, 4 mil, 5 mil, 10 mil? Of course. There's going to be different level challenges. Make sense? But that's the difference. The skill. The world, so y'all young. It's like the world y'all growing up in. Most people say the world y'all going to grow up in. The world y'all growing up in, what's more valuable than anything? Nope. Skills. Let me give you an example. When y'all go off to college, many of y'all going out, who got plans to go to college? Okay, cool. When you go to college, make sure you're focused on a skill and not just a degree. Make sure you're developing a skill and not just a degree. Because just because you got a degree don't mean you got a skill. A degree typically just means you know how to remember stuff and recite information. That don't mean you got a skill though. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you got to have a skill. Because the person who got the skill going to get the job. They're going to get the money. Make sense? So some people got a whole bunch of degrees, but somebody else will get the job or the contract who don't got the degrees, but they got the skill. Am I lying, adults? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Telling y'all. Now, this is not to say don't go to school, get good grades, go to college. This ain't to say none of that. What I'm saying is make sure you're developing a skill. Y'all with me? Yeah, and that's what y'all are doing by y'all understanding this entrepreneurship game, starting businesses, coding, all this. Like, them the skills of what y'all gonna grow up in. Does that make sense? If you only focus on trying to work more hours to make more money, you're gonna lose. Y'all with me? All right. What questions y'all got? I'm gonna shut up. I know I done gave y'all a lot. And I didn't even mean to go that right. That ain't even what I planned to talk to y'all about. But I don't even know how we got on that topic. How we get on that topic?
Pixar. I asked you a question.
And I just went off. Started with Pixar and just went off. Was it helpful though? Or was I just rambling? It was helpful?
Dad, it started with Pixar and you went all out.
I just went all out, right? That's just what I do.
So with Jeffrey doing the bracelets and we do the shoes too. So you were saying it'd be good like to get into props, like get something with them, like with the props and Nikes. I did bump into a guy that designed Nikes and then him linked up at a fabric store.
Mm-hmm.
They do like tournaments or something or some type of design and I'm gonna attend one with them. So try to like get something like a Nike behind you, whatever we within.
So I'm glad you asked me that, 'cause I want to clarify. The focus now for y'all isn't partnerships.
Okay, right.
The focus for y'all now is to what? It's to build something. Make sense? The focus now is to build something. Because when you build something, people want to connect with you. And then you got to be careful of how you run those plays, because everybody want, like if I showed y'all my DMs and people who just want to have a quick call, hey man, you got a minute for a quick call? Hey, I got this idea. Or I want to partner up. Like message me right here. Like we don't got to have a call. Right? So, but like as you're growing, everybody going to be trying to link with you. So y'all focus now is to build something. Develop the skill. Not only the skill of the bracelets, but the skill of growing the bracelet business. You see what I'm saying? Because y'all can always hire somebody to create the bracelets. But once Gentry, they see Gentry like, my God, she's grown this business. That's the skill. Does it make sense? Because she can always hire somebody to make the bracelets. So y'all like, okay, so like as y'all growing it, I want y'all, if y'all haven't yet, like start like systemizing like how you create your bracelets. Like even like y'all use Google Docs? Or like any kind of document, Microsoft Word, anything like that? So like just like start like systemizing, like in business they call it SOPs, right? So like, all right, first step we do this, second step we do this, third step we do this, and like start training people on how to do it. Cause like Gentry's most valuable, so I'm gonna let y'all answer. I ain't gonna say it. What do y'all think the most valuable thing, the valuable piece that Gentry will bring to her company? What is it? Huh? Is it creating the bracelets? How to build a bracelet business and what else? Skill. Right now, at this point. Skill. What skill? Got your nose, bro. What skill? Selling. So imagine if 99% of Gentry's time was focused on selling the bracelets and not creating the bracelets. She made way more money. So if y'all was out 99% of the time selling, you make way more money. Cause I'm not. How long it take you to make a bracelet? Like. Hold on, be shh.
She's fast. It don't take her that much time.
Like how long?
It might, now if she do it from start to finish, I'd say maybe 20, 30 minutes if she being the actual individual.
So about 30 minutes. So she made 2 bracelets in an hour. Yeah. So how many bracelets can you sell in an hour? So y'all see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying immediately stop making bracelets, but I'm just giving you like forecasts. Like, okay, how do I?
Especially when we do pop-up shops, we try to have as many different varieties. So that.
Yep.
We be up to like.
Because a bracelet, how much?
Averaging like 20.
Right. So imagine if y'all had somebody who came in there and y'all paid them $10 an hour to make bracelets. They'll take that all day long. Because if you can get that done for $10 an hour, you definitely shouldn't be doing it, because you can sell. What's the most bracelets you done sold in an hour before?
Oh, you can tell Leah, for example.
So about how many?
She about like Leah. She got some this lady. She about like 12.
So let me give you an example. When you was here that day, how many bracelets you sold in here? About what? About 10. Let's call it 10. So 10, $20 average. That means you made how much in an hour? 200. So you see what I'm saying? And that's just on the low end. So you can make $200 an hour selling bracelets, and you can get somebody to make your bracelets for $10 an hour. What's the best use of your time? Selling them and finding places to sell them. And you get somebody else to make them. That's why I told Jalen from the gate, he was trying to figure out how to make a logo. I'm like, nah, bro, don't try to figure out how to make a logo. Get somebody to make it for you for $100. And it's a wrap. Make sense? You want to beat up what? The brains, not the hands. Y'all with me? This making sense? Who question I had just answered? Did somebody ask me a question? I was answering the question. Huh? Now you asked me the question, right? I don't know. Is y'all with me on this? Cause I know I can start talking fast and like. Do y'all see how this work? Do y'all see how this can work for you? That's what I wanted. I wanted to make sense. Cause my goal ain't to come in here and like show y'all how smart I am. Right? My goal is like to come in here and like for y'all to get this stuff and go do something with it. Make sense? That's the goal. It ain't like, man, that was good. Man, that was. No, that's not the goal, y'all. Make sense? I already know it's good. I already know I'm smart. I want y'all to win. Make sense? I want y'all to run this thing up so I can be like, hey, look, I want to buy into your business. How can we partner and grow this thing to 100 mil? So I got to do something first. I don't want to come in and like build your business, though. I want you to come in, implement this stuff. You're like, hey, look, we got this thing 20, 30, 40,000 a month, humming. How we ramp this thing up? And I'm like, all right, cool. Let me come put gasoline on it. Make sense? And I don't want to be the face of the business. I'd be like, hey, just do this. Shoot. It's a wrap.
Dad, do you mean real gas?
No, not real gas. Like your business growing is like a fire, right? And then when you put gas on the fire, what happens?
It blows up.
That's what I mean. That's the visual.
I mean, blows up. It's like ice cream with strawberry sauce on it.
Yeah, like ice cream with strawberry sauce on it. You put the fire on it, right?
I mean, gas.
Put gas when you put the gas on the ice cream? What, strawberries? You put gas on ice cream? You eat it?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Cool. Huh?
What's happening with my parenting skills?
I was gonna say, oh, what's up, man? Like, what you feeding them over there, bro? Cool. What questions y'all got? Questions. Huh? Any questions? Start stretching your shirt out. Any questions? What question?
I got one more question.
What you got?
So when we talking about the merge and acquisition, like when we was talking about like say LeBron, when Shaq gave them his, I forgot what it was called.
His brand.
Yeah, part of his brand. Yeah, part of his brand for some other people's brands. Do they, like, do Shaq get just a small amount of all them brands, or they give him, like, part of,
Like part of the brands? Like what percentage?
Part of the brand as a whole that owns all the brands.
Yeah, so he basically, from what I understand from when he said it, so let's call this a bucket of brands. And all those brands, and there's like 50 of them, right? And they wanted to add his to it. He got a percentage of this bucket of brands. So even if it's just a little percentage, it's still a lot. You see what I'm saying? Like a small piece of a big pie is a lot better than the whole pie.
Just like shooting dice.
Huh?
Just like shooting dice.
Just like who?
Shooting dice.
Shooting dice. I ain't like shooting dice. How?
You put a little bit of money and it's a big old pot right there. You can bet in and win the whole thing.
Bro, that's a little pot compared to what we talking about, though. That's a little pot, bro. That's a little. I done seen some big pots, but they still little pots compared to like. This a whole nother level. But I get what you're saying. But you see what I'm saying? It's like some people like, well, now I'm gonna keep 100. So like some people be looking at like Shark Tank, and they be like, well, they sold 50% or 40%, 20. They shouldn't have sold that much of their company. But it's like, well, this person said they're gonna invest $200,000 in your company for 20% of the company, and this person has built a multi-billion-dollar company. So he got the network, the resources. Now, in all cases, does it make sense? No. But if it makes sense, and I get not only the 200,000, but I get the person and the network and the relationships, then it makes sense. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So it ain't all about the money. You still gotta think. It's just like signing a contract. You don't want to sign no crazy contract and everything go downhill.
Right. Because like in the music industry, for example, right? A lot of folks get screwed in the music industry because they'll be like, we're gonna give you 100,000. And just keep it real. Most people, the label say, I'm gonna give you 100,000 to do your music. What they gonna say? Huh? They gonna say, yeah, right? Who rap? Anybody rap? They be like, they gonna give you 100. Maybe, probably. No. Boom. So it depends. So you like 100 and what else though? Most people it's just 100. That's it. Now here's a trick. Ro, sit down. This is the tricky part about the music industry though. This 100,000 is what they call recoupable funds. Y'all know what recoupable funds is? You got to pay it all back. You got to pay it all back before you make any money. Right?
So it's like a loan?
It's like a loan. So they're like, yeah, we'll go get you the AP. Yeah, we'll get you the Richard. These watches by for those who like, what's the Richard and the AP? These watches. The Rollie. We'll get you the Rollie. We'll go get you the lounge truck. We'll get you the girls. Big bag of gas to smoke on. We'll get you all that. All that's I'm just saying, y'all be like, what? Yeah, that's y'all be listening to. Like, they don't like this ain't terms y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Don't get in here and act like that. Buy y'all the lean you can drink. All that, right? This all is called what? Recoupable funds. So now by the time their album drop, and then they got a $250,000 tab, and they come out and their album only do 200, they still owe these folks 50. Not even 50, they own more than 50. Because guess what? When you rap, depending on your situation, guess who get 50% off top? Nope. The producer. The producer get 50. Automatically. The person who do the beat. That's where the bag at. That's why I be telling them, I'm like, I be in a room full of people, everybody rap. Don't nobody do beats. I'm like, I don't understand. 50%. Guess who else get a big piece of that? Guess who get another 25 right off the top? Huh? The writer. The writer get 25. Guess who get that last 25? Nope. Huh? Your lawyers got to eat, but guess who else? Your manager got to eat. Your manager going to get like 10 on the low end. So that's 85% of the check gone. So you did 200, you get 15% of that. 15% of 200,000 is what?
Well, if you write your own song.
If you write your own song, okay, cool. We might eliminate that. So then you got whatever, right? So let's say you did 250. After that's all recoup. Y'all kind of see what you in the rears. And that's why you be like, dang, we ain't heard from bro no more. He ain't got no money. Yeah, everybody got rich. Everybody got rich with him. He was popular. He had 2 million on Instagram. He had the bus down. He had to go sell out. He had to go sell all of it. They were like, dang, we see bro in the hood now again. Like, yeah, because he signed the deal. All he saw was 100,000 in the chain and all that. But he didn't think about the old loan play. Make sense? So again, I'm just giving you, this is a rap example, but it's the same thing with y'all business. Make sense? So this is what I want y'all to be thinking about. Who just asked me that question? Well, how did I even get on that?
I asked you, I forgot what I asked you.
I forgot what you asked me too, bro. But did I answer the question?
Yeah, you answered the question. I know you answered the question.
Okay, cool. Y'all with me? What questions y'all got? I done said a lot. I know y'all got some questions. Is everybody clear on how this relates to your individual business, whether you're already working on a business or growing a business? What's your question?
I felt like you had answered all the questions before you used to ask them.
Is that what it is? Okay. Okay. What questions y'all got? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions?
At what stage do you feel like they should start thinking about partnerships or looking for companies or people to partner with?
Great question. So I want y'all to start thinking about it now and being aware of it, right? And I want y'all to just start thinking differently. So I'm going to give y'all an example. Remember we talked about thinking differently and thinking at next level last week, right? So I want y'all to, even when y'all watch movies, in the credits, I want y'all to start looking at the credits and see who own these companies. So I'm going to give y'all an example. Space Jam. Who all saw Space Jam?
Me.
Y'all know one of the people who produced Space Jam?
The new one or old?
The new one. Y'all know one of the guys who produced Space Jam?
LeBron James.
Now his company produced the production, but who was one of the producers on Space Jam?
Kobe Bryant.
Oh.
Steve Jobs.
Nope. Y'all know who Ryan Coogler is?
No.
Don't nobody know who Ryan Coogler is?
I heard that the dude that produced the original Space Jam.
Nuh-uh.
He was jealous of the dude that produced.
Probably was. Y'all know who Ryan Coogler is?
No.
Ryan Coogler. You know who Ryan Coogler is, Kel? Ryan Coogler is the young guy who produced Black Panther. Young guy.
Hold on,
How old is he?
Who?
Coogler, he was in the movie?
In Space Jam?
Nah, Black Panther.
No, he produced it.
How old is he?
That's why I'm telling y'all to think different. Like the bag ain't on the screen, y'all. Y'all see what I'm saying? So y'all ever heard this movie called what is it called? What's that first movie my boy did? Michael B. Johnson. Fruitvale Station. Y'all heard of Fruitvale Station before?
No.
So that's like the first movie. Y'all know who Michael B. Jordan is, right?
I do.
That's the first big.
He was the evil guy on Black Panther.
Right. That's the first movie he was in. Ryan Coogler produced that. Ryan Coogler produced that as a project. He was in film school. So he did that movie for a project. It blew up. Michael B. Jordan, his guy. Right? So that's why I'm telling y'all the network. The network is in here. Y'all in here. Like, forget these folks on Instagram and all. Like, the network is in here. He met Michael B. Jordan. They did the movie. He was like, I want to do this. Guess what? Fast forward, he do Black Panther. He like, I want to get my mans in here. He pulled Michael B. Jordan in. So now he get a movie deal. He get a movie deal on Black Panther because of relationship. Then guess what else Michael B. Jordan did? Well, guess what other movie he did? Before Space Jam, what else he did? Michael B. Jordan. Creed. How many Creeds that he did already?
2.
Guess who produced Creed? Ryan Coogler. Ryan Coogler probably like 30-something. 35. Ryan Coogler 35. Ryan Coogler younger than me. He's 35.
1 year old younger than
Yeah, but y'all see them. Y'all get what I'm getting at? Like, but you ain't gonna see him on camera. You ain't gonna see him on IG like that. He might not even got an IG, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, so to answer your question, is like I want y'all to start thinking about it now. Start thinking like as an executive. Don't think like as a consumer. Think about like, dang, who created this? Who owns this? Make sense? Like who runs this? It's like when you go to Disney and you see all this money being made at Disney, you're like, dang, who runs Disney? Like who getting this money? Walt Disney don't, but who run it? You can easily Google it.
Steve Jobs.
No, he dead. I'm talking about now. But y'all, do y'all get what I'm saying? Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Like I want y'all to start like thinking that who owns this? Who owns this? You can buy a share of Disney. I'm not sure how I had to pull up my phone. You can buy a share of Disney and be like, okay, now I own Disney. So you can start doing it at a small level now. You're like, okay, well, how much is a share of Disney? I don't know, probably $300-400 or something. I don't know. But you like now when you go to Disney and everybody end up spending all that money, you look at Disney totally different. When them Jordans come out and you own part of the brand, you look at them Jordans totally different. When a new iPhone come out, that iPhone Apple 13 or whatever, and you own some of Apple, even if it's just one share, you look at them iPhones totally different. So just even at just a small level, you know what I'm saying? You sell some of your shirts, sell some of the cakes, you're like, okay, I'm gonna go put some of this and go buy some Apple. Or I'm gonna go do this. Just like start looking at it and then start looking at these credits. Who own this? Dang, who own this? Okay, yeah, these dudes famous, but like who own this though? Make sense? Who own the Atlanta Hawks? Who own? So start thinking like an owner. And then now you know about mergers and acquisitions. Now, like most people don't even know what that means. And I ain't talking about just y'all friends, like grown folks don't even know what that is. Make sense? So you like mergers and acquisitions. Okay, let me look at some deals. Dang, what does Disney own? What does Colgate own? If we go look up like the company Colgate and you look at everything that they own.
Colgate is a toothpaste company.
Partially, but if you go do the research,
And they also have toothbrushes.
right, but I'm saying even bigger than that, you go look at what they own, look at who owns Colgate, and then what else they own. Make sense? It's folks that own the jail system. Like the jail system is a business.
What's the jail system?
Like when you go to jail, yeah. When you go to jail and you go to prison, not y'all, because y'all ain't going, But the people who be on like online in their music, you know, capping like they done went to jail, like it's people who own the jail systems. It's like public. It's crazy. That's why they build so many of them. That's why when you right. So like when you get into like 2nd or 3rd grade and you can't really read like that, they run those numbers and they build prisons based on that. Cause they be like, if you can't read, it's a good chance you're gonna go to jail. They just run the number. Why are you looking like that? You like it's crazy, right? Cause they can look at the numbers. They can be like, out of X amount of black boys that come through XYZ, X percentage can't read, and the ones that can't read, X percentage of those end up going to prison. They just know the numbers. So they build jails based on that.
They get standardized testing data.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's why you be like, you black, Hispanic, other, you know what I'm saying? That's all that data. That's all data. That's public information. That's all public data. They be like, okay, X amount, these cool. They be like, okay, cool. 10 black boys graduated from such and such. 3rd grade, they couldn't read. You know, okay, 3 of them going to jail. They'll be like, okay, it's 3 boys right here. 3 boys right here. 1 of them going to jail.
I strongly feel like that's the reason why they still testing, because if it's not to improve our education system, what's the point?
To fill these jobs in jail. Like, this is what it is. Make sense? Imagine they taught this at school.
They ain't taught nothing new this at school.
No.
I don't feel like they ever will.
They're not going to teach it. Number one, because they don't know it. Right? Like, you got to live this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't learn it in no book. Business change. So it's like, and it ain't designed to empower you to go off and build wealth. It's designed for you to get up at a certain time. That's why I imagine, no, think about it. You get up in the morning about 7 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock. Be at school about 8, right? Be there till about, depending on what grade you're in, 2nd, or 2 to 4 o'clock. And that's your habits from like kindergarten to 5th grade. And then you do that from 6th to 8th grade. Then you go to high school, you do that from 9th to 12th grade. You go to college, you do the same thing. So you already programmed. That's like your routine when you get, so now you get a what? When you get into the real world, you get a what? A what to what? A 9 to 5. And you do that for the rest of your life. Because you've been programmed. You've been programmed to be somewhere at 9 o'clock, to obey until 5 o'clock, get a check. Well, you've been not to get a check even in school, but it's like now, it's like, okay, now we're going to pay you that to show up from the same times you're already programmed to show up. But the only thing different is now we're going to pay you a little bit to get here. We're going to pay you just enough to get here, you know, get home, pay the bills, all that, and then make it back. And again, this ain't no shade to jobs, y'all. I just want to make y'all aware of this and start, because like some people work jobs and they do really well. But the only ones that work jobs that do really well, they do really well because of what? A skill. Make sense? They got a skill that demands that they make more than 99% of the people in the country. But most people don't want to develop skill. They just want to go argue and make, you know, $15 an hour, whatever, you know, $10 an hour. And again, ain't no shade, ain't nothing wrong. I ain't saying nothing wrong with none of that. But what I'm saying is, I want y'all to just think differently. Think differently. Like if you work a job, you're like, okay, how do I get in here and I learn the job? We told y'all last week about Junior Bridgman. Dude was in the NBA. He probably made about $600,000 the whole time he was in the NBA.
And no one even knows.
Nobody even knows. When during off season, he worked at Wendy's. People used to see him working at Wendy's and be laughing just like you just did. He working at Wendy's, oh, man. But he was learning the game. Now he owns more Wendy's than pretty much anybody. You see what I'm saying?
He makes money. He makes money in all seasons.
Right. So y'all get what I'm saying? So this is a super long answer to your question. But it's like start doing it now. As y'all are building something, think the long game and start looking at how these plays are being ran, like right around y'all. These plays are being ran. Y'all with me? Does this make sense? Question.
And Michael B. Jordan was also on Without Remorse.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan was also on Without Remorse, correct. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So Ryan Coogler, that's a guy probably worth looking up.
Is that the black
Nah, I got somebody else for y'all. But that's bonus. Y'all should look up Ryan Kruger. Let me say this while we on this. Next Thursday, it won't be class. So it won't be class next Thursday. I got an event to speak at. So next Thursday it won't be class. The following Thursday we'll be back though. But I'm gonna give y'all more than enough for y'all to be working on. And y'all got long getting access to the members area now, so y'all got work anyway, right? Who, Ryan Kugler? He young, right? 35. From the hood, from Oakland. He from Oakland. Yeah. Dude produced, listen y'all, dude produced Black Panther. Black Panther, I think Black Panther is still, I think that's a #2 producing movie in history from Marvel. That's a nice check. Then he did both of the Creeds. He just did Space Jam. Writing, producing, working with a what? Camera. Remember Kev talked to y'all about the camera game. This ain't nothing like far-fetched. This ain't nothing like none of y'all can't do. Like I tell my kids, like, people who you see and like Ryan Coogler's and the people who killing it, like they ain't no different from y'all. What's the difference in them and y'all? Huh? A skill and what else? No. Oh, no. What? They what? They just did it. They had a goal. They get to it. Yeah, they get to it. They had a goal, they had a vision, and they went after it, regardless. That's it. They work hard every day. They put in the work. Well, I won't say necessarily work hard because in some cases, working hard is relative, but they put in the work. They put in the work every day. They capitalize every hour. That's the only difference. And the people who just sit and watch and in amazement, they just decided not to put in the work.
They just decided to be lazy.
Or just decided to be comfortable. Make sense? Yeah. Cool. Let's do a couple more calls. We got about 15 minutes. What question? What y'all got? Nothing. Any questions? What you got, Xavier? Hold on, y'all. Shh. The homework? Y'all got some homework for you in a second. How many of y'all, you don't got to do the work? It don't matter to me. It's on y'all.
It's supposed to be benefiting me.
It don't matter to me if y'all don't do it or not. Y'all do know that, right? I sleep good at night. I don't be like, oh man, they doing the work, I'm stressing out about this. Not one bit.
Dad, I don't like homework. Like how teachers be.
The teachers don't either.
They be complaining and try to give you hard.
They're gonna send you to detention if you don't do that.
Is this making sense though? No, yeah. Questions? Any questions? Do y'all see? Did this all make sense to y'all?
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. Be honest. How many of you all created your account to the Young Millionaires Academy site? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. How many of y'all did it?
Is it okay if we didn't?
How many of y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Okay, some of y'all, I get y'all the link. So for those who don't got one, write this website down. To the website, I'm gonna give it to you right now. So the website, you already got it. You don't need, go sit down. Yes, you will. You said last week. Yes, you do. Tell me y'all ready.
What is it called again?
The website you go to is just type in marquellrussell.com, MARQUEL RUSSELL.com /sign up. SIGNUP. So marquellrussell.com /sign up. It's going to take you to the Young Millionaires Academy site. And then just create an account. It's free. It's free for y'all. The rest of the world got to pay.
The Western world?
Yeah. So hopefully y'all take advantage of it. So for those who are new, y'all basically get the recordings to these classes every week. So all the archives in there. And it's the 7 core pillars that we teach. Y'all get a workbook. Shout out to LaShonda. Everybody give LaShonda a hand. She put the workbook together. So y'all get a workbook that's in there. And a lot of other bonus training videos, like that Mark Zuckerberg video I was telling y'all about. It's gonna be in there. It's a lot of other videos. How many of y'all like? All right, so y'all created an account. How many of y'all have watched the video?
I had a problem with my videos.
You had a big problem with it? Did you have the same problem you had?
He probably did. We weren't in the house together, but he probably did.
What was happening? They weren't like.
I was clicking on my videos. The thing, it'll pop up grid like I already clicked on it, but it wouldn't load. Like,
He had the same problem I had.
Did you figure yours out?
Yeah, I had to go all the way to the introduction video, but it was all the way at the bottom.
It was at the bottom, right? Because what happened with mobile, right? When you click on them, when you on mobile, the video will show up at the bottom. When you're on desktop, it'll pop up automatically.
So you can't unlock the other videos.
They all unlock.
I'll show you what's going on.
He'll show you. Because Jalen had the same issue. And if not, if you still have an issue, let me know. We'll get you straight.
Oh, God, that's a lie. I got
Man,
it.
this little bitty little thing. Man, sit down.
I got it.
Sit down. Sit down, please. Sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down. Thank you. All right. Does it make sense? So who watched the video? Which video? Who watched the video? Raise your hand. Which one you watched, Jalen?
I think I started product.
So you started going through those, the 7 videos, right?
Yeah, I started the product or fine.
Cool. Which ones you went through? Promise. The first 4? Cool. Xavier? All the videos? Like all 7 of them? Cool. Good. Good job. Good job. How old are you, Xavier? 6. That's what I'm talking about. It's impressive. I'm impressed. Huh?
We did them all in one day.
So y'all went through them together. Good, good, good. Did y'all watch any of the bonus videos?
No.
Not yet?
I had problems. Yeah, I had problems.
Did you watch any of them?
We tried. I couldn't.
What happened?
Because it said oops something.
Okay. So send me a screenshot. Sometimes with videos, it depends. You might just have to hit refresh. Did you actually that?
So that's the excuse to go watch TV when there's oops something.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, Daddy says, oops, I'm just going to go watch some TV. I get it. Okay.
Y'all might have to change, like, in general, because I couldn't click the bonus videos either. Like, I couldn't click the 7 pills, I couldn't click the bonus videos, or I couldn't click the weekly videos, like the video that you recording now, I'm gonna put on there. I couldn't click none of them videos either. The only video I could watch was the order of videos that come after each video.
Did everybody else have the same issue? Because it worked fine for me. I mean, I checked.
I was able to watch the weekly videos, but I couldn't watch the ones like for the 7 pillars. You know, like the other ones that
They wouldn't play at all?
No, I couldn't even.
You tried it from your phone or laptop?
My phone, I need to try it. It's probably doing like that because it's on a mobile device, but
Yeah.
I try from a laptop and see.
Yep. You try it and see what happens. Let me know. Because when you're doing your phone, you're dealing with the Wi-Fi, your data, and there's a lot of other stuff can come from. So yeah. Let me know. We'll get it figured out. All right. Any other questions? No. Was this helpful? Was this helpful today?
Yes.
Helpful? What was the key word today? What the key phrase? What's the key phrase y'all learned? Skill. What's another key phrase y'all learned?
Relationship.
Relationship. What was it?
RNA.
Close. What? M&A.
Oh yeah, M&A.
What M&A stand for? Close.
Merger and accusation.
Yeah.
Close. Mergers and acquisitions. That's very close. Good job. All right. Yeah, you gotta tell everybody your win you had this week. Hey. Go ahead. What's the win you had this week? You did 10 push-ups? Okay. All right. Any questions? Any questions? No questions? All right. Let me give y'all Black entrepreneurship history. Who are buying strawberries?
Me. I'm buying strawberries. Can you buy me a strawberry?
Now, you can buy your strawberries with your own money. Huh? All right, here we go. Sit down. All right, I'm gonna give y'all a simple formula real quick. Who wanna know how to get whatever you want in life? In terms of money, business, as it relates to business. How to get whatever you deserve in life.
Like candy?
No, we're not talking about candy.
You said what?
Who want to know a formula to get whatever you deserve in life? All right, here you go. It's a formula. SK plus L equals whatever you deserve in life. Close? Who knows this? Who knows what this is? Hmm? No. Specialized knowledge.
Specialized knowledge.
Y'all know what I mean by specialized knowledge?
What we doing?
I'm giving you the formula to get whatever you deserve in life.
I'm saying they specialize on that's the one the S.
No, SK is specialized knowledge.
Oh.
Specialized knowledge. Do y'all know what I mean by specialized knowledge? Tell me what I mean.
Robo said yes.
Skills. Right.
Robo said yes.
So some specific knowledge about a specific thing. So for example, y'all done knew me for a minute. Some of you all have. Some of you are newer to me. What's some specialized knowledge that I have? Marketing.
Skill.
That's a skill, right? So my skill about marketing is specialized knowledge. They can't hire this out.
What does the L stand for?
I'm gonna tell you in a second.
You got the money to buy me a shopping.
No, you're gonna buy with your own money. I got your money for you to buy you a shovel. Does it make sense? Y'all with me? Specialized knowledge. Does everybody understand what I mean by specialized knowledge? Yes? And then the L, what y'all think the L is for? This one to mean that vocabulary.
Leverage.
Leverage. The L is for leverage. What does leverage mean?
Doing more with less.
Huh?
Like how much pull you got on something.
They can mean how much pull you got on something. Doing more with less. So give me an example of combining specialized knowledge with leverage to get whatever you want to deserve in life. Give me an example of combining specialized knowledge and leverage, huh? Give me an example. Give me like a full example. Go ahead. Huh? Getting someone to hire you?
Hiring.
Somebody for a job?
Get somebody to hire you for more money than the regular.
Hiring.
Okay.
Someone.
Huh? But if somebody hire you, then you what? What happens if somebody hires you?
Then you
don't have no leverage. They got the leverage.
You don't got no leverage.
They have.
No, the leverage you're trying to get when you're trying to get hired is the money. So if the rate is $20, you like, nah, if you're gonna hire me, I need to get paid this much because I got the skill that you want.
But
and that you need.
who's getting the leverage though?
The owner, the person who hired you.
No, but so it's like all right. So let's say for example, they paying you what? Give me an example.
If they pay me $30 an hour.
So they paying you $30 an hour. But if they pay you $30 an hour, how much you think they make off your $30 an hour? Well, how much more you would say? Huh? What you think?
Double. 60.
Let's call it $1,000 an hour.
60.
They probably make $1,000 an hour off your 30. Who got the leverage? They do. And look,
You're not working as for the low.
you can only work so many hours though. So you don't got no leverage. You see what I'm saying? Because you can only cap out at, you can't work 24 hours a day.
Dad.
You see what I'm saying?
So 30 hours, how much money would that be?
So good question. So if you making $30 an hour and you work 30 hours, you make 90. I'm gonna show y'all something crazy. In most worlds, $30 an hour is pretty good money. Would y'all agree? Yeah. So who got their calculator? Somebody give me 24 times 7. What's 24 times 7? This is gonna trip y'all out, huh? 168. So it's 160 hours in a week, Monday through Sunday. Give me that times 30. 5,000 what? 5,040. So you can work every day. You can work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and make $5,040. That's before taxes. What's 30%? Give me 30% of that 5,040. 15 to so and that's even being generous. But I'm gonna just be generous because like, 3,500. After taxes, you end up actually less because you're really gonna pay like 50% in taxes. But that's a whole other conversation. But I'm gonna just be generous and say you only paid 30% in taxes. You made $3,500.
For 5,000 hours?
No, for 160 hours. For 160 hours, you made $3,500.
All day with no sleep.
You work. That's working all day, no sleep, 7 days a week.
Just drink coffee. Just drink.
Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? Let's multiply that. Listen, y'all. Let's multiply this by 4 weeks in a month. 35. That's 7. You made $14,000. You made $14,000 working every day for 30 days. No sleep.
You're a robot.
You're a robot.
Just drink coffee.
Coffee ain't gonna help you.
Yes, it will.
No. No. I'm talking about, do y'all get what I'm saying? So who has the leverage? They got the leverage.
I got one. I got it.
I'm coming to you in 1 second. What you got? Go ahead. I'm gonna come to you next.
You know how to bake cakes, and then you teach somebody, like, you teach these people how to bake cakes, and then you hire them to bake the cakes for you.
Exactly. So that's an example. So you take your specialized knowledge about baking cakes. You hire other people and teach them how to bake cakes, or they may already know how to bake cakes. Now you have them baking the cakes. That's what we're talking about with Gentry. That's how Gentry gets the leverage, right? She have other people make the bracelets. She be selling, and then guess what? Eventually she does what? She have other people doing the selling. And now when Gentry pull up, they're like, oh my God, that's Gentry. Can I get a picture with her? I got one of your bracelets on now, girl. Can I get a picture? They only see her for appearances. Right? Does this make sense? They're like, oh my God, she's the one that created. That's the charm queen. Like, that's how it works.
Put it on Instagram, Facebook, some type of social media.
Y'all get what I'm saying? So you see how they get the leverage? Hold on.
I have a specialized skill because I'm bilingual. I mean, I got a whole bunch of specialized skills, but let's just take that one. I'm bilingual, and I leverage the internet.
Yep.
Because I made all the videos, and I just put it on the internet, and people could buy it. So
Yep.
I really don't got nothing else to do.
Exactly.
So that equals what I desire in life. I just need some more skills to get to a bigger bag.
Exactly. And we're going to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Hold on, I know I was coming again. Go ahead.
I was going to say the same thing Quay said.
Are you going to say the same thing?
Yeah, well, it was the same concept, but it was different.
But just a different business. So you get what I'm saying, though? You get the whole thing? Hold on 1 second, MJ.
So how many days were you working for the 14,000?
30 days a month. That's 30 days.
And if they getting 1,000 an hour, they only gotta work 2 days to get what you need.
No, you said the owner makes $1,000 an hour, right? Exactly. So after those 2 days, they done already made their 14,000. So now they get 28 days of your work for free. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So like, this ain't to say don't get a job, because in some cases you go into a job to help create specialized knowledge. So you can go into a job, create specialized knowledge, then come out and then create some leverage based on the specialized knowledge. So this ain't shades of jobs, but it's like going to the job, create some specialized knowledge, and then you build something based on the specialized knowledge. Just like the dude Junior Bridgman did, who we were talking about. He got some specialized knowledge from walking at Wendy's. Then he started buying Wendy's. So now he got leverage and specialized knowledge. Make sense? And then people who pay him to learn how to do the franchise model. So that's a whole nother thing.
Dad,
Yes.
can you die with no sleep?
Yeah.
How?
You can die. Yeah. The world record is 11 days with no sleep? Yeah. You can die if you don't get enough sleep, if you don't get sleep. You can't go but a long certain time without sleep.
I seen the thing, it was old in Russia, they was torturing them by keeping them up. They had gas in there to keep them up, because it was for the army, they was making it for the army.
Mm-hmm.
And when they cut the gas off, like, they was addicted to the gas. They
Mm-hmm.
didn't know.
Exactly.
And they was addicted to the gas, like, they was just tripping. All of them, they was eating each other.
Yeah. It's called sleep deprivation.
They just went crazy.
What do you mean eating?
Yeah. It's called sleep.
What do you mean eating each other?
like literally eating each other, killing each other and eating them.
Yeah.
A piece of steak or something.
Yeah, it's called sleep deprivation. So do y'all understand what I'm saying? So you're here to develop specialized knowledge and leverage. I don't want to ever sit here and do this with y'all, because I took specialized knowledge and created leverage. Make sense? And now I'm teaching y'all to do the same thing. Y'all with me? Does it make sense? So that's how you get whatever you want. Y'all with me? So Kev got specialized knowledge, and he can still get events shot without him being there. He can have people all over the city, all over the country, all over the world, shooting videos, doing video shoots and photos and the whole 9 yards, editing and all that. And he sleep, or he kicking it, or he whatever. Specialized knowledge and leverage. That's why the business owner be like, yeah, I'll rent your time out. Yeah, I'll rent your time out for $30 an hour. That's it? All right, bet. Say less. I'm going to make $33,000. I'll take that.
I got a question. Okay, so like I install security cameras and like where I can teach people and pretty much have them doing all the work, like installing TVs and security cameras like everywhere.
Yep. Yeah, that's specialized knowledge. You have other people doing the installations. You make money.
And I could pay. I could charge them to show them how to do it, like actually teach a class on showing them how to do it.
Yep. Look, listen. Let's say I was speaking at a school one time, right? And one of the guys in the class was like, I'm like, what y'all do? And he was like, I got a job. And I'm like, it's probably like elementary school. I'm like, well, what's your job? And he was like, well, I sweep the barbershop that I go to. And I'm like, all right, first of all, going forward, I don't ever want you to say you got a job sweeping the barbershop no more. I want to say you got a business sweeping barbershops, and then this barbershop is your client. That's one of your clients. So I'm like, how much they pay you? And he was like, I forgot what he said, but let's just say they pay him $20 a day. And he do that 7 days a week. So he make $104 a week, right? I mean, he in a nice, he elementary school or something. So
You said 140?
yeah, a week. I mean, hold on, you're gonna miss the point. You're gonna miss the point. So let's say you make $150 to $40. Y'all with me? Yeah. He ain't really got no bills or nothing, so that's cool. So I was like, let's say he live on Bankhead. I'm like, what if you went up Bankhead, caught the MARTA or whatever, and you get you 5 more barbershops where you do the same exact thing, 5 more clients. Now you make $700 a week. Right? Same thing. So this, he got specialized knowledge, but no what? No what? No leverage. Why he don't got no leverage?
Because he's working.
Because he doing all the cutting, right? Now, I'm like, what if you get one of your partners, they go get 7 barbershops, 7 days a week. They go get this same thing. So that's 5 barbershops on Martin Luther King. And they do the same thing. So that's when I said 5. So they're making 700. They're making 700 a week times 4. So they're making $2,800 a month. And they give you half because these your clients. The barbershop pay you, and then you pay your partners. But y'all already agreed, look, bro, I'm going to pay you $350 a week. Just make sure these barbershops straight. Right? Now you made $1,400 without doing what? Nothing. Now you got what? Leverage. Now you got leverage. Let's say you got a specialized knowledge. What's your other specialized knowledge now?
You know how to clean up a barbershop.
And you know how to do what? You know how to start building a business. Let's say you get one of your other partners and now he going on Simpson Road. And now you get 5 barbershop on Simpson Road. Now you got 700 again. Times 4. It's another 2,800. And you do the same deal. Now you got another 1,400. So now with just these, you already make what you make with your clients without cutting none of these. And then guess what? Let's say you bring in one of your other partners and he take over your shops. You tell the barbershop, hey, look, man, I'm growing this thing. My little homie going to come in. He going to do it. It's going to still be straight. If it's an issue, let me know. But I'm going to pull up. You give me the money. We're going to make sure you're straight. What the barbershop going to say? What the barber going to say? Okay. I just want my flow swept. Bet. So now he bring one of his partners in there, Still making that same 28. He's still getting 14. So now he got 14 times 3. Oh, 2 carry the 1. So he made $4,200 a month. How many shops he cut though? I mean, how many shots he sweep? I mean, how many shops does he sweep? 0. But he make $4,200 times 12. That's almost $50,000 a year. Sweeping barbershop, and he don't sweep none. Let's say he put one of his partners on Calmerton, give him 5 shots over there, $2,800. He take 14. Now he make about $60,000 a year on barbershops, and he don't sweep nothing.
Dad, I feel like people who wouldn't know this much about money, if I said something like, you can do something without actually having to do it, then I don't think they would understand.
They wouldn't understand.
As long as you got a good system in place, you can pretty.
Right.
And I already know this, and I just been.
So I'm just giving you, this is to answer your question. This was a super basic example. You can do the same thing with lawnmowers. Right. So it's like, yeah, you started off, like Steve Harvey talk about all the time. He got a partner who started off with one lawnmower. Now he got a multi-million-dollar lawn care company. He started with one lawnmower. So now you're making $60,000 a year, right? And he only got 1, 2, 3, 4 of his partners working. Let's say he get 5 more, 6 more. Now he making 5,600 times 2. He makes 6 figures a year with his barber cleaning business. He makes 6 figures. And how many flows he cut? I mean flows he sweep? 0. Right? Now let's say he stay focused and he do this for the next 3 years. And he get that thing to where he's making $2 million a year profit. Now he sell the company. For how much? Wait, don't say that. Don't say that. He sell it for how much?
24 million.
He sell it for 24 million. Why? Because he's going to get a 12X. Y'all getting this.
And that's due to the months, right? The months in the year or just...
This might the 12X? Yeah. Now the 12 and X, so that's like on the average. So you can get anywhere from 9 to 12X. So some of the companies may come in and be like, I'm going to give you 9 times multiple on the 2 million. But I'm just 12X, so let's say it was 10. Let's say it was 10. So let's say they came in there and bought his company for 10X. So he made 20 million for selling the company. But he started with what?
Man, started with
You see what I'm saying? The broom at the barbershop. Not even his broom. The broom that the barber got.
You start with the broom and a dustpan.
That's it. He had a broom, dustpan, and a dream.
And his partnership.
And his partnerships. And the what? The thinking. The audacity to even think like, okay, this ain't a job, this a business. Let me bring when I was breaking this down for him, guess what some of the other boys in the class were saying? Well, what they gonna get mad because you keep in half. Not really. It's your business. When they go work a job, the person they work for keep more than half. So what we talking about? If they don't want to do it, they ain't got to do it. You ain't making them do it. You ain't tricking them. You telling them what's going on. Like, bro, you don't got to do nothing but pull up, go sweep. Somebody going to do it. Like, you don't got to do it. You ain't tricking them. It's 100. This what's going on, bro. You want to do it or not? It's cool. They're like, what if they don't give you the money? Well, the barber don't pay them anyway. The barber pay you. And you pay them. Yeah. Or you be like, bro, you my partner. You my 50-50 partner. You only got to say you my employee. You work for me. You my 50-50 partner. I'm paying you 50-50. Who else can we put on? And this just on the west side, southwest Atlanta. We ain't talking about going to Glenwood, Counter Road, Little 5 Points, Peachtree, Kirkwood. You see what I'm saying? All this right here on the MARTA line. Like, you don't need no car. Riverdale. Huh? Yeah, most people don't make 6 figures. I'm like, bro, you 13, make 6 figures a year, and just you and your little homies sweep barbershops. Do y'all get what y'all understand? So this just to answer your question about like, can you do that? Absolutely. Yeah. This is sweeping the barbershop example for $20 a day.
I'm playing.
Let's not talk about it being because most of these big barbers gonna pay you more than that.
Right. That's just on the low end.
This on the super low end. This being super conservative.
Right. I'm tripping.
So 6 figures, boom. He grow that, double it next year. He made 250. Double it again, make a $500,000 a year. Double it again, make $1 million, $2 million or whatever. Then he sell it for $10 million, $20 million. Boom. You see what I'm saying? Even if, and now you ain't got to get to the $2 million. Let's say he got to a $500,000, and he was like, man, I'm finna just sell this thing, and he sold it for 10x. He still get $5 million. They bought his company. Or if he decide, you know what, I ain't even gonna sell it, I'm gonna franchise it. I got a chain of barber cleaning companies all across the United States. You got to pay $50,000 to come on as a franchisee, and you got to pay me, you know, $5,000 a month or whatever, licensing fee to license my name. The barbershop boys. Y'all get what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the water play, but they just like reckless. They just ain't no structure. Like the water thing, multi-million-dollar play. It just ain't no structure to it. You know what I'm saying? Same play. They just like don't. I ain't gonna say they don't listen, but I don't think nobody even took the time to like give them no structure to it. But it's like now you like, okay, you know what? I ain't gonna sell it. We cool on that right now. We just gonna grow this thing out. We gonna franchise it, and then boom, we grow that thing to 10 million. 5 more years later, we got X amount of license. Now they go in there and pitch the deal to a private equity company, and they like, look, we got 1,000 franchisees paying us, people who franchise your company, paying us $5,000 a month licensing fee. What's that? 500,000. That's 500,000 a month. 500,000 a month. That's like $6 million a year, right? Not to mention what we making on our own.
And what you made off them being the franchise.
Exactly. Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So now let's say we're doing $10 million a year. Ain't really no overhead because it ain't nothing but a broom. You see what I'm saying? Right. So let's say your profit out the door, $5 million. So now you profiting $5 million a year. They give you a 10x. You sell for $50 million. You 20 from the south side. Huh?
Expand the business and add some barbershop cleaning products.
Start some barbershop cleaning products. Or you say, you know what? We'll give y'all 80% for 8x. We want to keep 20% of the company. Because we know y'all can go sell it again. And now they go run it up, put some money behind it. They go sell it for $100 million. You still got 20%, so you make another $20 million on the play. So now you done made like 70.
70,000.
And this ain't y'all. Do y'all understand? This ain't like hypothetical, just me throwing numbers out there, just playing.
This real. This is real.
This real numbers. It's just basic math. How many of y'all don't like math? You losing, bro. Telling you, bro.
Basic math like this.
This basic math.
Especially with the letters on the back on.
This basic math. But you like the letters on it, don't you? This is a whole nother level. It's just basic math. How many of y'all don't like to read? You losing, bro. Losing. You know, how many books you think I bought this morning?
4.
5.
I was on 5 off. I thought you bought 7.
About 5. I'm waiting for him to get him to buy the audio books. I probably spent like 150 on books.
How many books do you think you will read?
I probably spent like 150 on books today.
Dad.
But you know what that's gonna make?
More money. Dad, how many books do you have?
I don't know. It don't matter.
Whenever you're up.
They pay for themselves. Do y'all get what I'm saying? It's like I'm telling you the cheat code, bro. Reading and basic math, you get whatever you want in life.
Dad.
Yes.
It's a real life cheat code.
Do y'all get what I'm saying? Yeah. This is making sense. These are super conservative numbers, y'all. I just told y'all this is a $70 million business we just talked about that started with a what? A broom. Why don't most of us do this?
Not thinking.
Not thinking?
You losing?
Huh?
Pride.
Pride? Or just Knowledge and skill set. And you ain't really around nobody who having this conversation.
Your environment.
You ain't even thinking that far. Cause they rocking us to sleep. All we doing is listen to the music every day. We got the earbuds in. We just hearing about the lean and the Adderall and the gas and, get the Richard Mille, drop $250 on that. I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, but I'm like, ew, it depends on what you want. You getting rocked to sleep. And while you getting rocked to sleep, this the play that's going on around you. These artists getting that money that you helping them make, and they going to buy apartment complexes. Bless you. They going to buy buildings. They going, you go to the concert, cool. They taking that money, they going to flip it. They ain't saying nothing about that in the song. Straight, am I lying? They ain't say I took $250 and went and bought the apartment complex. 100%. Yeah. Huh? Lil Baby talk about it, but they miss it though. They miss it.
They just know what they saying. They don't know the context of what they
For sure. And Lil Baby the only one even trying to even give a little bit of the game. Most of them ain't said nothing about it.
They hear what the
Like if y'all knew how much property Migos own, Baby, trip you out. Big Jeezy got a bunch of it. Rick Ross, they own property. They ain't most of them ain't talking about it. They like, look, I got $250, went and bought the such and such. They like, whoever. Like, well, y'all getting this? So don't get rocked to sleep, y'all. This the play that's going on around y'all. And like, this is starting with nothing. Does this take money? Most people say you gotta take money to make money. No, this ain't take no money. This is $70 million business we just laid out.
Dad,
with a broom.
You know how it makes no sense to use money to get money.
Why?
But buying books is using money to make money, but it's a smart money.
True. So how many books you gonna buy this week?
I only have like $29.
So how many books you gonna buy? You gonna
like 3.
Gonna buy 3? Okay, we'll see. So when we come back to class, not this week, next week, I'm trying to ask him what books he bought. Okay? And London like, oh, don't do it. London like, don't do him like that. So, all right, questions before we get out of here. No. I can teach y'all this all night. Any questions? Was this helpful? Yeah. Was this helpful? All right, cool. All right, look, y'all. This y'all homework. I want to just make sure y'all getting this. I want y'all to win. Does that make sense? I want y'all to win. All right, look. Don't get rocked to sleep. These the plays that's going on around y'all every day. You either a consumer or you a what? Producer. Wrong page. You either a consumer or a producer. You can consume as well, but make sure you producing. That makes sense? It's cool to go get the Richard Mille if you want it, but make sure you got some assets that's gonna pay for the Richard Mille. Make sure you got some assets that's gonna pay for the lamb truck. Make sure you got some assets that's gonna pay for the bust down rolling or whatever. Make sense? And when you bust down the roller, it lose value anyway, but that's a whole nother class for another time.
If you put diamonds in anything,
it lose value. Yep, 100%. Y'all sit down. Y'all sit down. Once you bust it down, you lose value. That's just like when you go get the lamb truck and you put rims on it. With the lamb truck, as soon as you pull off the lot, it lose value anyway. But if you go get like an old school and you put rims on it, it lose value. How? Because you messed it up. Yep, that's a whole nother class for another time. This y'all Black entrepreneurship history. Y'all ready? Yeah. This guy name is.
I know. I'll give you a drum roll.
Go ahead. It's SB. SB. That's his first name. That's his initials. SB Fuller.
SB Fuller.
SB Fuller.
I think I feel like I heard of
We'll see. SB Fuller. You know about him, Mr. James? Okay. Anybody ever heard of SB Fuller? No. Gonna trip y'all out.
I've heard of a show called Fuller House.
Not him. That's Fuller House. Oh yeah, Fuller House. I think that was the one that came back. So SB Fuller, y'all got it? Yes. Any questions? No. All right, look. This is what I want for y'all. It's a small ask. Do your Black entrepreneurship history. Next week, we not gonna be here. But that don't mean we off. We still building, all right?
I got a question.
What?
special guest again?
Maybe when we get back. So, but yeah, how many of y'all know it don't matter how many special guests I bring in if y'all don't do nothing? Make sense? Sit down. Because I want y'all to do something, so now when you get the special guests in here, you can ask them quality questions based on what you're doing. You won't ask them like questions like that ain't gonna help you. Make sense? So SB Fuller, make sure y'all working. Y'all got the members area. Be going through this stuff. Not just listening to it, but like actually implementing. Y'all got them earbuds and the AirPods. Y'all be listening to stuff all day anyway, right? Had that stuff going on in your head. Y'all start doing that, listening to that stuff in your head consistently, like your whole everything changes. Play it in your vehicle when you're riding in the car. Turn the music off. I ain't saying you can't listen to the music. Don't listen to the music. I like music too. But it's like have a balance.
Is your vehicle a classroom or is it a concert?
Yep. Is your vehicle a classroom or a concert? Should be a classroom. I got more audio books than physical books, I think.
Your car is a classroom.
It's a classroom. Does that make sense? I like rap music too, just like everybody else, but it's like mostly I'm listening to books, YouTube videos, stuff like that. But it's up to y'all what y'all want. I ain't telling y'all what y'all gotta do. I'm just making a what?
I like R&B.
I'm just making a what?
I like gospel.
Just making a suggestion. I ain't telling what you gotta do. Y'all with me? SB Fuller, you ready for us? KK? So, who buying strawberries? Raise your hand if you're buying strawberries. Perfect. So go buy the strawberries, and then let me know what you had left. She shouldn't have none left by the time. You already bought some too? Yeah. You already, they fine? All right, so y'all go line up. SB Fuller, I'll see y'all in 2 weeks. But y'all hit me if y'all need me in the meantime though.